Today we're going to be running a deck that undoubtedly has the most powerful 2 cards in all of Standard today. That's right, I did say the most powerful cards in Standard, and I do stand by that because in my personal opinion, I don't know of any other cards that are more powerful than the 2-card behemoth of Atali and Breach the Multiverse. Both these cards I'm sure you guys are very familiar with. If they're played together, are essentially unstoppable. If you breach the multiverse, mill your opponent and yourself, finding an Atali out of your graveyard, you got yourself another hit where you're stealing both cards from your opponent and your own decks. Creating a 4 permanent or 4 spell swing that your opponents will not be able to recover from. And this is a pair of cards that are everywhere currently in Standard. It just comes down to how do you want to get them on the battlefield. Today we chose Ramp. We chose a Jund deck that ramps with things like the Stomper, Fable the Mirror Breaker, and Invasion the Zendikar. All 3 of these cards ramp us very quickly into a very early breach, hopefully hitting that combo. And we have some backup options if the breach does whiff on the Atali. We've got things like Shieldred that it could hit, and Ren and 7 both play off very well. Play off this deck very well because Ren creates big tree folk that, you know, you're ramping, they're going to be massive. Shieldred, if it can come in and kill something, we can flip it immediately because Breach did hit 10 cards from your opponent's deck. So Shieldred does meet the qualifications to flip immediately. So a really fun build, a little early game with the Pilfer. We get to choose something from our opponent's hand and throw it away. Kind of relevant if you're going to get a good breach. You want to make sure you hit a good target. But man, I can't say enough. These 2 cards are ridiculous. They're absolutely busted, and Fable's on its way out. So we wanted to get this in really quickly today because I have yet to play these 2 cards, and I'm really excited to show you guys just how broken this can be. But if you are new here, we do post videos typically 5 days a week. So if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, all that stuff helps out an absolute ton, especially if you guys are enjoying the content. I'd really appreciate that. But that does it for me. Let's get into the games. We'll see you here at the end. Peace out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have some climbing to do. We've dropped a lot of ranking, unfortunately, here recently. Got some work to do on that. Got a really fun deck to do so. We've got this Atali deck. It's basically a Breach the Multiverse deck. That card is absolutely insane. I've been seeing it absolutely everywhere. Wanted to see if we can make a version of our own, and this is what we came up with, and I'm really excited. I am going to eat this immediately because it can get popping off really fast. There's some infinite loops and combos you can do with that too, so got to be careful. All right, we've got a decision to make here. If we hit Stomper here, get a land, and then another land off the top on the next go, we can immediately flip the Zendikar, but that's a bit unlikely, so I'm going to go with the Fable the Mirror Breaker here. At least that way we can kind of cycle through 2 cards here to ensure we hit the land drop. All right, Tyvar comes down. Sure, -2. I figured they're guaranteed either a Raven or a Rona. Let's see what they take here. Probably the Rona, yeah. Slime gets a little bigger. All right, things are getting interesting. A little bit of an over slime situation here. This card gets out of control pretty fast, so we got to be careful with that. I wouldn't mind throwing the Atali into the graveyard here just because we can get it back with the multiverse, but do I really even need to now that we hit the land drop? I don't think I can kind of just go and say no here. I think I can say no here. Let's go Zendikar. Getting pretty close to this Atali. That's all that really matters here. And let's see, if we end up pulling the trigger on the Atali and then filling up the graveyard here, how does this work exactly? Whenever a land card is put into the graveyard from anywhere, it gets the 1/1 counters. So that could get pretty out of control. I will attack here because I don't have a good block against the Slogger, so we're gonna let that go through regardless. That way we put ourselves in a position to have 7 mana guaranteed next turn. Pre-combat. Okay, so they're running a package here with the Titania, which can obviously meld with the land and flip over. I like this this deck that we're up against though. Very cool. Oh, I didn't expect that. Zamon and Dina, huh? At the beginning of if a player discarded a card this turn, created 1/1 bird. Okay, so they're definitely creating a lot of birds here with that Rona. Very cool. I love this combination. I think they've got a really interesting deck build here, not gonna lie. They've got blue mana to work with. Haven't seen a counter spell yet. I'm feeling pretty good about the Atali's chances of resolving here. So let's go ahead and try to get it down. Well, you know what? I could play it the safe road and I could go ahead and hit him with the Pilfer first, just to doubly make sure that the Atali resolves. So let's attack here like so. Get the treasure. The Pilfer will at least examine their hand and allow us to make a better decision on whether or not we can resolve it. All right, Shielder goes to the yard, sure. Let's take a look here. And they've got a kill spell. That's good. That would have been used on Atali, so I'm glad that's gone. And we've got Shieldred and we've got Jace. Which one do I prefer not to see? I'd probably say, honestly, Shieldred because of... Yeah, Shieldred's probably a little more problematic because of the Death Touch. This is whatever, so... Yeah, let's do that. Looks like Atali's going to resolve, which is great. And we can actually pull the Shieldred from their yard if we want. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the multiverse. What am I saying? All right. Ooh, let's take their Jace now. Love it. All right. Got ourselves a Gix and took their Jace. And Slogger goes to 5. Can't get through the Atali. That's annoying because I have to discard a card, but it's all good. It fills up their graveyard to 14, which makes the Shieldred play even better. These 1/1 birds are a problem, I can't lie. They are quite an issue for me to have to deal with. Another Atali in the yard, by the way.
I believe in you, friend.
All right, little draw, discard again. Another land. Slogger goes to 6. Still can't get through the Atali quite yet. And I figured they'd send those birds through. They can't block, so. All right. Still no Amonkhet, which is good because if that Amonkhet does flip, we're in a bit of trouble here. I'm not going to lie. All right, so we got Shieldred and we've got Go for the Throat options here. So, ooh, Yawgmoth actually can flip too. Let's see. Exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play the land cards and cast spells from among exile without paying their mana cost. I can do 2. I kind of like my 2 cards better than theirs, to be honest. Any top 2 that I get off there, I think I like mine more. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to attack first. Let's do that. That and that. All right, so this will entice them to make some blocks of, you know, obviously some sort. And then I've got the Go for the Throat for some instant speed removal, forcing yes, okay, we'll go with the Slogger there. We'll trade there. All right, Slogger is dead, but they can return 3 of their counters, right? And bring it back to their hand. Okay, so that goes back to their hand. All good. And we kill this, and that means that the Shieldred here... The Shieldred will force them to lose the Rona. But now we've got the small problem of a 4/4 Atali coming back to the opponent's side of the field here because they are going to hit the birds on the Amonkhet, which will cause it to flip. I don't think I could have done much better though for that turn, so I had to do, you know, what I could there. If I could have obviously stopped the Atali from coming back from to their side, I would have, but I don't think it was possible with those birds being out there. So they attack 1 to the face, 2 to the Amaket. Amaket flips, they become the Atali. Because what else would they become, you know? Yeah, that'd be pretty silly if they didn't. Okay, so they hit another Slogger, which can't be played. Oh, okay, and that doesn't help either. Okay, nice. That worked out great. Well, if they have some black cards they can exile, maybe they can get some mana going on the march. Or does it have to come in for 0 cost? I don't know. Yeah, it's for 0. Wow. What a good top deck for them to hit, huh? Nice. Oh, they do. Oh, it's still 0 even though they exiled the cards. Yeah, I figured the way that was reading. Oh man, that is brutal. All right, let's activate this ability right away. That is messed up, man. I do feel a little bad. I do feel a little bad there. All right, so yeah, I figured they're gonna block the Gix here. All good. 7 to the face. Yep. And that's not bad. Nice little instant speed removal here. The opponent only having, well, what 2 cards, by the way, did they exile? And exiled another invasion. That's messed up. Slogger coming back. No, it's the Raven Man. They're looking to try to close out with these birdies, huh? That's an easy cleanup for me there. And there's a scoop. Yeah, with the flipped over Shieldred, the opponent's not winning that game, unfortunately. I definitely don't even know if I played that correctly, to be honest. There were a few plays there where it got a little strange and oversaturated with options, but man, I think we came out of that game really clean. I think the real problem for the opponent there was they hit this on their Atali, which was one of the worst things you could possibly hit, and it's being cast for 0 because Atali's ability says you may play it without paying their mana costs. So they paid 0 essentially and still exiled 2 of their cards, so that got them pretty bad. All right, well, that couldn't have gone much better. I mean, I expected to play Shielder today. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to flip it, though, and we've already flipped it game 1, even without the breach going off, so that was nice. Opening hand here looks extremely good with the Pilfer to kick things off. Mono red would have been the worst thing to see there, but it's not, so that's good. 2 marches would have been helpful against mono red, though. All right, so what in the world? That's probably the scariest card, right? This thing, though, I'm not too sure. Quick picture that's flying a lifelink. Yeah, that's game. Wow. They did not like that because I'm sure they missed their land drop there, which means they had no playables. That's why you don't keep a 2-lander, I guess, going first. GG. Man, it always stinks when you have a really solid hand and you're really looking forward to the game and that kind of stuff happens. And I would have really liked to have seen what sort of deck they were running there. It was definitely unique in its own way, so would have loved to have seen. Don't think we can keep that, unfortunately. This one, on the other hand, not bad. You know what? Let's just get rid of the march and go straight in on their hand here. Little vermin action here. Okay. I can deal with both of those cards off the top. Not a big deal. All right, let's go in and see what they got going on here. So we got all rats. It is all rats. When it enters the battlefield, just want to discard a card. I don't like that. That's probably gonna be the first one I take out. I don't have too many cards to give up here, so can't be dealing with that. Enters battlefield, just play mills 3 cards. All these milling cards are fine. Interesting choice not to go with the blight belly there. All right. Good news is we can blow up one of their rats like the vermin here, and then also the reckoner raid, so that's kind of nice. Green. All right, this is a very easy decision for me here. They're gonna flip over the raid, sure. Another land, another freewheeler. Okay, so this thing is gonna be the one we're gonna want to kill. And you. See you later. All right, so we got 3 damage coming in, but a toxic counter too, which is annoying. I got Natalie in the graveyard now. Oh, another. That's really good. Okay, so that'll allow our stopper to be active for blocking. And we'll attack in. Bang. Give me something good. Give me like an Invoke Despair here. Oh, it's 2 lands. Okay. At least we're kind of on equal footing here. We're both kind of waiting for a good top deck. Imagine they hit the Invoke Despair there. That would suck. That's fine. I can live with that. I'd be interested to see. Wow, they send in the Blightbelly Rat just to proliferate. All right, let's see who top decks better. Not looking like it's gonna be me. Okay, Vermin blocks. Yep. Oh, I can't believe it's gonna come down to this. Whoever pulls off the top deck wins the game here. It seems like it's gonna be the case. I mean, I do have. Magic is easy. Oh, brother. I was just gonna say I do have a Stomper that's an active attacker on the field, so my board state was something they had to catch up with anyway. So very nice. Let's go. We still haven't even hit Breach of the Multiverse yet, and we're still kind of cruising through here. Very nice. Well, we got to kind of enjoy this while we can too, because we got bans coming our ways, guys. Bans are coming up in the next week, so this is pretty much our last week, probably with Fable. Let's see. Opening hand here is good. Not that good. Hopefully they're not too aggressive here. I like this because it blows up Bankbuster. They missed a land drop. That is not good for them. They're hoping Bankbuster can dig them out. But if you're going to trigger the Bankbuster anyways, you should have done it on your turn. So, you know, hopefully you hit that land. But and they counter. Wow. Okay, so they got Make Disappear here in the hand. They are running Grixis, so we got to beware of those counter spells. Tough. Very tough. I do think this is actually a pretty good hit here. Let's go. And we've got Make Disappear, which is a serious problem. A lot of removal. Drag to the bottom is worthless. Rotten Reunion. Instant speed. That's actually really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's got to be this. They're running low on land, right? I think it's got to be Make Disappear because we're going to beat them in the race to casting our Atali here. So they're not getting out their Hullbreaker Horror before we get out our Atali. That's fine. Use up those Rotten Reunions. I'd really appreciate it, actually. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sure, pass the turn. All right, we don't need to cast the Invasion of Zendikar to get the Atali out next turn. And now they go ahead and they create their 1/1, and this is where we go with the Unleashed. See what they got here. They've got some interaction for 3. It could just be the Hero's Downfall triggering. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Gotta blow this up. Just in case they had that land drop to get down the Hullbreaker Horror. We can't have that. It's fine. Consider, sure. They like what they saw. 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. They still can't cast the Hullbreaker yet. They go for the crew, sure. All right, let's hope that by us getting rid of that make disappear, these two cards off the top weren't some sort of counter spell. We can only hope, right? Let's go. That's huge. Okay, so what do we hit? We got Pilfer and Devious Cover-Up. Well, Pilfer's nice, but Devious Cover-Up obviously does us no good. There we go. There goes that problem. All right, so they hit that. They have another Rotten Reunion, so that's gonna get some play here, obviously. That's tough. Bank Buster becoming more of a problem than I would have liked. Let's get this down. We're gonna get a really, really big march though, so that should cover any damages going forward. And it's just a land. Okay, so drag to the bottom, Hero's Downfall, Rotten Reunion. Probably Hero's Downfall. Rotten Reunion gets to trigger twice anyways from, you know, the discard position, so discarding that, they still get to hit the Atali out of my yard, so doesn't matter that much. All right, we're down to 8. We still should be able to recover from this, I think. Pass the turn. All right, the opponent's got one card we don't know about. It just can't be a counter spell, you know what I mean? It just cannot be a counter spell. All right, we knew those were all coming. No big deal. All right, they're gonna look to close here. All right, so here we go. We got March of the Wretched Sorrow. 2 cards in hand we don't know about. The only thing that really crushes us here is a hard counter, like a hard counter. Make disappear we can avoid if we leave 4 mana open. So what does that look like? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm playing this on the very, very safe side here, guys. Okay, that works out. I left 4 mana open just in case. Did I leave 4? Did I do the math wrong? Oh my god, I did the math wrong. That could have been bad. I was trying to leave 4 mana open in case they had that make disappear and sacked one of their zombies, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. We draw into a land, which means we're probably dead here. That works. That works. Okay. Oh, saying there's a chance here. Wow, they got nothing here, huh? That's kind of crazy. Let's thin the deck out even further, making our top decks even more potentially higher quality. I mean, we got every basic out of our deck possible, so that's good. They sweep the board. I can live with that. I can live with that. At least it's an answer to a potential hull breaker problem, right? Yeesh. Okay. That's not good. That's also not good. So much card advantage for the opponent here, and we draw another land. Come on, game. Help me out here. We don't have very many lands left in the deck. You gotta give me something that's playable here. To be fair, we did top deck that Atali. Oh my god, we top decked that Atali that last game, so I can't be too mad, but man, there are so many options for us here. I'm looking at it right now. It's like full Ren and 7. Oh, there's Ren and 7. I was just gonna say full Ren and 7 package. It's getting countered at this point though. The opponent's drawn so many cards at this point. There's no way they don't have a counter. It's Devious Cover-Up, clearly. Oh my gosh, yeah, we lose the game here, guys, strictly on how long that took us to get cards. The opponent just outdrew us here. Just popping off at this point. The opponent, obviously the opponent being the control player, thrives in the late game. We just, you know, if we don't have our thing already established by 7, we're just done. Oh, that's tough. At least that way they can't crew, you know what I mean? Can't hit the Bank Buster because it's an artifact, and I draw another land. That's game. That's super unfortunate. Got absolutely flooded. Absolutely flooded. Darn it. All right, well, that was out of our hands. A little bit of a bummer. Bummer. It's all good. Okay, yeah, this one's actually a really good starting hand. Let's go. Let's do this. I've got a really good start here because Fable can drop the Ren in 7 to ensure that if we do go with the Breach of the Multiverse, we actually get a guaranteed hit. So that's nice. Would be nice to find an Atali though in its place, but you know what? That's why we have Ren in 7 in here as a backup option to that. Opponent on some Grixis, huh? A little Grixis mid-range. All right, see what comes off the top here. Oh, they got their own Fable going. Okay. Atali, my guy. Okay, get in the yard. That's pretty nice, I can't lie. Yeah. Get in there, and then let's get us another land. How about another green source? I mean, this is going about as perfect as it can go, right? Discard 2 cards. Let's see if they drop. Probably an Atali as well. No. They are running big score, so Atali is definitely in the cards here. You got to imagine this is probably Grixis mid-range with like a Gix command to reanimate an Atali late. So, or to reanimate it early, I should say. Kind of like speaking all over the place here. All right, a little Shieldred, not bad. 2, 4, 5, 6, not quite there yet. Would have been really nice to just, you know, not have to worry about it and hit the actual land drop, but now we're gonna go Ren in 7. I think I want to make sure I hit my land drop. Obviously Stomper could have done that too, but wow, make this appear. Okay, didn't expect that. Guess I should have expected it, but you know what, at least it make this appear was done before the breach was played, so I'll take that. And now I kind of put it in the forefront of my mind as well, which I was, you know, not thinking about. Awesome. So no make this appear coming down this time. And we get a tap land, but doesn't matter because we do have the Breach the Multiverse here with an attack from our Goblin. See if they want to take that. They do. They give up their actual reflection, which in my opinion probably the better card there. And Breach is going to hit, so here we go. Atali and what? Ugh, Blood Tithe. All right. Guess we get another hit here with the Atali. Let's see what the Atali gets. Just a ridiculous combo, by the way, guys. Just ridiculous. Blow that up. We'll go with another Atali here, sure. See what it hits. Little Zendikar and a Hidetsugu. Okay. And there's a scoop. Yeah, once you hit a Breach the Multiverse into an Atali, there's no coming back. There's literally nothing an opponent can do to salvage that. So I don't blame them for leaving early. That's pure silliness, man. I'm not gonna lie. Breach the Multiverse and Atali combination, I don't really like it. I think it's a little too much. Obviously I'm gonna play. I haven't played it yet, so it's nice to just make a video on it, obviously, to showcase it. But when it gets hit against me, it is definitely rage inducing. So I do feel bad kind of playing it, you know, to our opponents, but it's probably one of the better things you can do. If I'm being honest, this is probably one of the most broken things in all of Standard. So all right, and Adaptive doesn't have haste, so I can appreciate that. And we get both the Atali and the Breach. We just need the Fable the Mirror Breaker next turn, and we're good to go. And the opponent plays out another Kumano. Just a lot of Kumanos here. All right, we are going to take out the Adaptive, though, because it can get bigger over time, obviously. There's no protection from the opponent there. No priority holds. We take 2. And we get the Fable. We are on the way, ladies and gentlemen, to an absolutely busted turn again. I love that we have March of the Wretched Sorrow, too, which is going to keep us in this thing. And the opponent gets another 1/1 counter here on something, but they choose to just attack, which means their 2 cards in hand are probably lands, which is a bummer, but I mean, I think I kind of have to. I don't love dropping that, but man, I feel like I have to. I have some choices I can make here, guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guaranteeing myself a multiverse next turn into Atali, which is great. Or I could just do this. Only take 2, guarantee my life total. I'm going to play it slow. I'm going to play it slow. Most people might just go Zendikar there and then just try to get to that multiverse next turn. But taking 6 scares me, especially against Gruul where they have pump spells and things like that. So I'm going to play this extremely safe. This card is actually so sick too. Unleash the Inferno can go so far for you if you've got the right, you know, right stuff around it. All right, the opponent looking to make a block here with the Commando, I would imagine, because they don't want me to ramp or something. I'm not sure. They left it back, which is pretty strange for an aggro deck to do. Let's go Invasion here. Let's get our green sources. All right, next turn we got the multiverse and we're still at 9 life, so I think we did a pretty good job there of mitigating that damage. Thundering Raiju though, that's pretty bad. That's 4 damage unless we want to make a block here. Yeah, I think I might block here. Reflection would be nice though to copy something potentially. I don't know. Do I let the 4 get through? I don't think I can let it get through because that's going to creep up on me. You know, before I know it, I'm going to be dead. Here we go. That's a pretty weak hit, I'm not gonna lie. Give me something good. Ugh, March. That's the first time it got me with my own card there. All right, and say go. Not bad. Not bad. They can't get to the Atali with the Thundering Raiju, so they're gonna have a hard time here. And they play Samut. I like that card a lot, by the way. Gonna be playing that probably tomorrow. Oh, it's got first strike, huh? Bang. Okay, so yeah, let's just chump block it. Chump block. Thundering Raiju gone. My turn. And here's where things get really fun. Let's go ahead and just 8, 9, 10. So this hits for 9. Let's just go ahead and hit a reload here. Complete life total reload up to 17. Atali, let's just go get this. We'll look to close next turn. All right, so I don't see what the opponent can do here, especially when we have another full reload of another, what is it, 8, potentially 9 life gain next turn. And there's the scoop. Yeah, just not explosive enough on the top end to deal with what we had going. Great game, man. This deck is pretty ridiculous, man. Not the deck, but the 2-card combo itself is just absolutely absurd, man. If you start off, I was just gonna say, if you start off with Fable and Atali and Mirror Multiverse, you're in good shape. And we just hit all 3. We got the trifecta here. And it's a Giada off the top to start things off. And we have no turn 2 play, unfortunately. Would have been nice to have like a go for the throat here, because that actually is going to be very hard to beat once it gets rolling. Yeah, this is going to hurt really bad. Wish me luck. I don't know if I can race this. We are going to be close, but these are flyers. Like typically I could chump block some stuff along the way, but not being able to chump block anything is scary. Well, that should take some pressure off my face for a turn. That's nice. But it does create another threat ultimately, so I guess, is it that nice? Who knows? It's a 6/6 too. Woo! Okay. You and you go. That is very, very helpful. Okay, so with that in hand, we probably want to go with the Stomper. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think the Stomper's the play because it opens up. Well, not really, does it? I'm trying to figure out a way to get the go for the throat off and still get the multiverse next turn. I don't think it's possible, so let's just go with the invasion and just take the big hit here. That's a lot of damage we're taking next turn, but it is what it is, man. All right. Do we attack right now? Probably not. Doesn't matter. We attack next turn or this turn. It doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Treasure. Still can't get to go for the throat off here. Okay. All right. We're hoping that the opponent's deck here provides us some sort of flyer to block with. Man, the mana just turned out to be so awkward here, didn't it? Here we go. Give me something, man. Give me something. Atali's gonna hit for sure. So with the Atali, it might be able to grab me some sort of removal spell. Okay, so Atali, that's a lot to choose from there. And we do have, oh my god, that blink stuff. That blink stinks. So we can blink the Atali. We can blink the Atali. That's so broken. Valor's Stance. Wow, okay. We're in trouble. Oh, 2 unplayables. Just so unlucky. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is so unlucky. Whoa. I'm just gonna get the treasure. Dang, we went from like the most busted draw ever to just so unlucky there. My goodness. So we're taking 3, 4, 5 in the air, in assuming that our guardians, you know, still around. They are running Valorous Stance. They could be running more removal. We'll see. Nope, looks like we got away with one here. Little blink spell. Okay, they blink that. Sure. Oh, I don't see a way out of this, guys. I'm gonna be honest. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, we can blink the Atali again with this as long as I don't have another Valorous Stance. Let's try again. Let's try again. Elspeth. Ooh, lifelink. My goodness gracious. This is a really tough decision, man. Elspeth giving lifelink to Atali doesn't help us right this second, does it? No, no. We got to figure out more answers. Yeah, it's gotta be the blink because we got to bounce the Atali. Gotta bounce the Atali. Both good. Both can make some blocks happen here. We might make it out of this, guys. Put 1/1 counters on each of the 2 target creatures. Okay, we create a blocker in the air here. And we can create a copy to make another blocker, which creates 4 total blockers, which saves us. Then we have go for the throat here, so let's do this. They say good game. I don't know if I like that. Pretty sure. Okay, so wait. So we have options. We either go for the copy or we can go for the throat. There's no both options here. Oh, another breach. The multiverse. I have 20 cards in my yard. Valor Stance. Oh my god, this is going crazy. We're going crazy. We're going absolutely crazy. I think I'm gonna take Elspeth now. All right, so they're forced to sack a creature here. Oh man, I should have done that reverse rolled, huh? Oh wow, they didn't sack the one that was gonna get killed. They should have sacked the one that was gonna get killed. Anyways. Oh my god, what a turn. Yeah, I should have reversed the stack there and put Shieldred second. Because they could have gotten crafty there and just sacked the one I chose for the Valor Stance. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so we are gonna go here. in here. Guess I should have done that pre-combat or pre-decisions there of blocks. Nice. Yeah, because if they had make disappear, I would have cried. All right, nice. That was insane. That game was so messy though. Let me be completely honest. I know how messy that was. Again, I should have probably decided on to go for the throw there before I chose blockers in case they make disappear. Then I choose the blockers there. Or I should have made the blocker happen and just in case and then thrown the... Either way, I should have done that differently. Also had the copy of the tree folk. I had so many things I could have done there. Lifelink here. What a game, man. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it very, very much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. It was an absolute blast to play something that I knew would be absolutely powerful. I had some ranking to recover, so it was nice to kind of just grind and get some good W's that were very, honestly, kind of easy. If you hit the Breach the Multiverse into Italia, I can't say it enough. You're probably going to win the game. It's that simple. It's a really, really busted top end. You know, without Graveyard Hate, your opponent can't really do much about it because unless they're going to counter that breach or, you know, hit your graveyard when milling, you're going to run away with the game. And those two things don't typically happen very often. Counter spells plus Graveyard Hate, not two things you see a whole lot of. It's definitely out there, but not a whole lot of that going around. So I'd say this is one of the more powerful things you can be doing in standard. And again, you can kind of tweak this in any way, shape, or form you'd like. I've seen Marty versions, Grixis versions. They're all over the place. Straight Rakdos versions work just fine. But I like Jund because we have the ability to ramp into it. And if we miss the multiverse, we can go straight to the Atali. But can't say enough about how good this thing was. But that's going to do for me today, guys. I appreciate you for hanging out. And I want to give a special thank you to everyone who did make it this far. It helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm. So thanks for sticking with me to the end. And a huge special specific thank you to all of the Mardu Mob members. If you guys don't already know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel. These people help my channel, you know, monetarily and help essentially sponsor it. So huge special thank you to them. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. I do appreciate it. But that'll do it for me, guys. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow with another one. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the Mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.